Good afternoon and welcome to Dignity Health Sports Park here in Carson, California for Matchday 16 in MLS Next Pro. LA Galaxy 2, the home side this afternoon, welcoming in St. Louis City 2 in this Western Conference battle. Here's how the Western Conference looks right now. St. Louis City 2 currently sitting at 8th in the table. Minnesota and St. Louis tied in regards to points, and Minnesota has more wins in regulation. That's why they sit above them and have the tiebreaker right now. Only 7 teams make the MLS Next Pro playoffs, and so St. Louis wants to find themselves on the other side of that line. And for Galaxy 2, a team that's sitting 13th in the West, they have a young bunch that they've thrown out here for this season, and the average age of the starting 11 today is just 20 years of age. And having conversations with Marcelo Sarvis this week, he shared with me that there was going to be growing pains with this young lineup, but as the season has gone on, they have grown up a bit. And this is going to be a test against a St. Louis side that likes to get after you. They are very heavy in regards to their press up in the field. And so how LA handles that is going to be key if they can get their second win at home this season. Galaxy 2's starting 11, 6 changes from their last tie versus San Jose. Of note, Jonathan Perez and Gino Vivi to the left and to the right of Alex Alcala. But the man that gets all the pub for this side, Aaron Bibu, 9 goals for Galaxy 2. He is second in the entire league in goals scored, and he will be the key for LA Galaxy 2. On the flip side now for St. Louis City 2, 5 changes from that loss against Colorado Rapids to a 1-0 defeat. And for assistant coach Chris Duval, he shared that despite the way the match ended up, he felt his team played well enough to win, and we'll have to see how they respond against a Galaxy 2 side that has just 1 win at home all year. Wonderful weather here in Carson, California, and you would expect that here. Galaxy 2 rocking their green tops and green bottoms with yellow numbers, and St. Louis in the road white jerseys with black numbers. St. Louis actually has more wins on the road this year than they do at home. 3 wins away from City Park compared to just 1 in St. Louis. So they've had their way with teams on the road this year. 12 goals for, 8 goals against for City 2. And in talking with head coach Bobby Murphy prior to the Colorado match, he shared that his side really has a good understanding when it comes to their defensive strategy, their defensive model, and it's going to start up front. And so with no Faisal Batachi in the starting lineup, moving into that starting lineup up front is Riley Gibbs and Dita Armstrong. The front 2 are the key to the defense at the beginning, not only of the match, but at the beginning of every single defensive spell. And so can that front 2 set the tone against this young LA Galaxy 2 side and allow for the 8 behind to read where the ball is going, understand how they can funnel the ball back into their own end, and then attack. On the flip side for Galaxy 2, they have to find a way to shut off the goals. They have to make sure that they do not allow any goals against this City 2 side. Karen Collado blows her whistle, and we begin things here in Carson, California. Galaxy 2 taking on St. Louis City 2. Schneider sends the ball in quickly. It's headed away. And St. Louis continues in possession. This is Kuzan. Slipped out wide. Riley Gibbs will pick things up near the corner flag. Tries to go in his bag pretty early. Nothing coming of that. Amadine sends it forward, but it's taken away. Schneider hits the pitch. Play on from our head referee, Karen Collado. Now Galaxy 2 on the prowl. Good work done by Gino Vivi to earn his side a corner kick. For Galaxy 2, just 20 goals scored on the season compared to 37 goals against. And LA looking for another player to step up in regards to scoring goals. Aaron Bibu has almost half of the goals scored for Galaxy 2 this season. The corner sent in, headed away by Schneider, and picked up by Amadine. Vivi, now the ball out wide. Amadine keeps it in possession for a moment. And Alcala on the touchline cannot. Throw in coming for St. Louis. This is the beginning of a road trip for St. Louis. A West Coast swing. They'll take on San Jose in their next match. Now, traveling forward. Armstrong, the intended target. He locates it outside the 18. The cross clipped high into the air, trickling around. Klein. And Volmar trying on the overlap. The ball ends up with the goalkeeper, Novak Micevic, and he sends it across midfield. First touches for Aaron Bibu. You can see the skill as he keeps possession. And now numbers coming forward for LA. Alcala. For Kronos. Now Cuevas making his MLS Next Pro debut, but he gives the ball away. Kuzan holds things up. Rivas works out wide. Fritz Volmar finds his way across midfield and loses his footing. Off the big switch. Ball brought down by Alcala. Coming through. Shot blocked. And the pace, very quick here to begin throughout the first 5 minutes. And the first 15 minutes against St. Louis is always important because of how they defend. They're going to get into your grill, not going to allow very much space for you to work forward. They do an excellent job in their press, trying to find ways to make things difficult for their opponents. Coach Murphy sharing with me that he feels sometimes teams like to find their way into matches, kind of take their time, especially when teams are at home. And that's when a St. Louis side can pounce, put one in the back of the net before the home team knows it. Gonzalez. Perez. And that's a shot easily handled by Michael Creek. Creek making his 4th start of the season for St. Louis City 2. Has 4 goals against in those starts. Has allowed a goal in each of his 3 appearances prior. Looking for his first clean sheet of 2023. Second line is broken. Bibu picks it up, sends it out wide to Cuevas. Wonderful idea on the big switch. This is Vivi. And Alcala's shot out for a corner kick. Early on, you can see Los Angeles has an understanding of how they want to work their way around this press of St. Louis. And with Bibu, who's a big body, coming up to carry the ball forward and also pick it up in a place to really disperse the pressure. If Bibu can continue to work to his left or to his right, might be a long day for St. Louis. Another corner coming in for the home side. Bibu can't get his head to it. Kuzan can't carry it forward, and Los Angeles controls. Volmar veers back to his goalkeeper. This is the captain, Michael Wenzel. No one home as he tried to drop it over. The ball has a lot of energy for Galaxy 2. Point of attack cannot be switched. The throw-in upcoming for Nolan McGuire. Re-entering the starting lineup for St. Louis. Vivi loses possession to St. Louis. John Klein on the touchline. Can't scurry around Elijah Amadine. St. Louis with the throw-in. 10th minute here early on between St. Louis City 2 and LA Galaxy 2 in this Western Conference matchup. Galaxy 2 just 13th in the West right now. And for St. Louis, as the season has moved past the midway point, looking to make it into the playoffs, these are matches that you see on the schedule and you want to take advantage of. Essengay shimmies past two defenders, and now Alcala breaking down his defender, brings the ball forward. Wenzel was too big initially. He ends up fouling. For St. Louis, 6 of their last 11 games this year are against teams that are not currently in playoff position. Against teams like Portland, a game against this Galaxy side, and against LAFC. And just games you want to take advantage of if you have the opportunity. Perez, speaking of an opportunity, slips it in. St. Louis answers the call here defensively, as Los Angeles has done well offensively early. Have not been afraid of this press. Cuevas slips it through. This is Alcala. Over the top. Perez has to jump over the stanchion and the advertisements as he ran out of real estate. Creek finds Fritz Volmar. And the advantage played, and Dita Armstrong is free. Armstrong isolated against Ferkronis. Attempts to slip it into the box. No one was home. Alcala takes the shot. The spill out in front, still free. And now Michael Creek will bring it back into the box. Again, Alcala just putting it into a dangerous area, and you do not want Aaron Bibu around a free ball, because he scored 9 goals this season, has a hat trick to his credit earlier this year. And he can be a menace when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. Galaxy 2 has been on the front foot to begin this match. Almadine. Not a heavy enough touch to find his way forward. A throw in coming for St. Louis. John Klein takes a tumultuous tumble, going up and over his defender, and that's going to be a foul. Looks like Gino Vivi did not know Klein was there and just clipped him a bit. Klein looks to be okay. Free kick forced backwards. And Michael Wenzel on the ball once again. First line of defense is broken. Now this is Klein. Cannot beat Essengay. It's out for a corner kick. So Max Schneider will do the honors. Schneider played many well-serviced balls in that match versus Colorado. His first one does not get the job done. The counter on now for LA. Vivi. Aaron Bibu chested down, his shot blocked away. Michael Creek called upon and answered. And Creek carries this one for St. Louis. Excellent idea by Vivi to find Aaron Bibu. Put a lot of power behind it, but right at Michael Creek. And the first real moment for either side coming here in the 17th minutes. Cuevas. And now this is Schneider. Pushed down from behind by Alex Alcala. And a free kick upcoming for St. Louis. quickly taken. Schneider plays pass with Joshua Maher. This is Sergio Rivas. John Klein, 6 goals on the year. Schneider over the top. And that'll be out for a goal kick. Looked like Elijah Ahmadine got a touch to it. It will be a goal kick. Marcus for Kronis, forward to Cuevas. As Galaxy 2 doing a great job of stretching St. Louis, making things difficult for them to converge on one side. And once the convergence is there, going out the back door. And a foul on Riley Gibbs. Galaxy 2 has been in no hurry here early in this match. Just understanding how they're being attacked defensively and taking their time. Ahmadine. Pacing forward, finds Vivi. Alcala, who's been the maestro here early on. Alex Alcala, just 17 years of age. Has spent time with Manchester United and Barcelona before coming into the LA Galaxy Academy. Marcel Essengay, another youngster, just 19 years of age. Ahmadine. Vivi trying to make the turn, all in one fell swoop, loses out in possession. And the outlet idea for Riley Gibbs unsuccessful. And another thing this pace is doing for LA is forcing St. Louis to drop further and further back. In this instance, Ahmadine commits the foul. St. Louis will take over in possession. And there, Riley Gibbs is tripped from behind by Marcel Essengay. So a free kick still from distance. The numbers coming forward now for St. Louis. Just close enough to be threatening, especially for somebody like Max Schneider. The service comes in. Gibbs gets a boot to it, but it barrels over and out for a goal kick. Just drops it right in, but Gibbs could not get over the top of the ball. All this does, once again, allows for St. Louis to set things up, try to make things a little bit more difficult. Turnover forced, but Kuzan could not handle. Bibu, bigger and stronger, takes over in possession. Big attempt, hits the crossbar. Volmar heads it. The first time shot from Bibu out wide. But the deflection almost deafening for St. Louis. As you can see, nothing Michael Creek was able to do with it. As he went down to a knee, the ball was over his head. But the crossbar coming in handy for St. Louis here on the road. As Galaxy 2 has strutted their stuff here early at home, looking for just their second win all year. Their only other win this year against Portland, a 2-0 victory. Cuevas. Now working forward is Perez. Tries to pump in across, but it's cleared away by Joshua Maher. Another corner upcoming for Galaxy 2. '25th minute, no score between either side. The corner comes short. Cuevas curls it in. He had a party. Marcus Fercronis was available. St. Louis doing just enough defensively here early on. Ball comes into Vivi, quickly back to Amadine. Gino Vivi attempts a cross. It's sent back, but another corner loading for Los Angeles. And usually St. Louis doesn't have a problem with playing in defense for periods of time because they believe they will get the ball back in less passes. But right now, Los Angeles has had more possession and has been more threatening throughout this first half hour. Cuevas curls it in, and Schneider sends it back once more. Just 20 years of age, making his MLS Next Pro debut. Mauricio Cuevas has another go. This one comes short, slipped in. And once again, St. Louis up to task. Cuevas, the big switch. Vivi controls, but cannot slip past. Will this come back? It will not. And a goal kick now for St. Louis. Armstrong makes the turn. What a good job tracking back by Adrian Gonzalez. Forcing the ball to Maher. And now in a bit of trouble is Michael Creek. And that's exactly what Marcelo Sarvis wants to see from this side. Mentioned earlier how many goals they've given up this year, 37 to be exact. And he said to me that defense has been poor this year. Did not sugarcoat things in our conversation. And he mentioned the reason that is because his team sometimes does not get back quickly in defense. And you saw it right there, whether it was from Bibu or from Gonzalez. They got back and made things difficult for St. Louis. Now, CITY2 in their offensive half. Big cross comes in, down to Klein. He does not take a shot on goal. And Fritz Volmar does a job to earn a throw-in for his side. Gibbs loses out in possession, but St. Louis back on the ball. This is Dieter Armstrong on the end line. And Los Angeles playing with fire a bit in their box, but the spell extinguished. Essengay carries the ball forward, breaks the line, but Vincel takes possession over for St. Louis. For the first 30 minutes or so of this match, LA has found their way around this press. So how does Bobby Murphy tinker with things for this last 15 minutes, as well as going into halftime, with who they want to isolate on? That will be a question for the remainder of this half and the rest of this match, because as you see, Los Angeles has had no trouble finding their way into their offensive half. Alcala, the back heel to Cuevas. Gonzalez out to Alcala. This is Adam Saldana. Cuevas is free. Pretty touch to put the ball forward and has it back. The cross comes in. It's headed out by Michael Vincel. These big switches by Los Angeles have been a key to their success. And with the lack of pressure on the center backs, they've showcased their skill to drop the ball in over that second line of defense and allow four players like Cuevas to come forward and put pressure on the back line of St. Louis. Bibu drops it. And again, Los Angeles going to their bag of tricks here on these set pieces from the corner spot. But nothing has created any type of distance. This cross headed away. But LA continues to pepper balls into the box and forces St. Louis to defend. Marcus for Cronus. Perez back. Now this is Gonzalez, slips it back in. Perez doesn't take a shot. And again, things very dicey for St. Louis in defense. Los Angeles has unlocked multiple chances. They've had a ball hit the post. And that's a push from behind by Juan Cuzan. A bit of frustration here in this first half. Marcelo Sarvas, head coach for LA, saying we want the ball. Simple and plain. We want possession. We want to dictate things. And they have had much more of the possession here today. Vivi comes into the box, cuts it back. The ball still free, and finally, Michael Creek corrals it. Gino Vivi goes into another gear around Volmar, who doesn't want to make a tackle and potentially give up a penalty. Vivi with no angle just cuts it back, looking for Aaron Bibu. But Michael Creek, masterful once again. So right now, a hydration break. A hot day here in Carson, California at Dignity Health Sports Park. And right now, Los Angeles has been the better side through the first 35 minutes. They've had more chances. They've been more threatening. St. Louis is going to have to wonder how they're going to attack Los Angeles defensively. Usually it takes maybe 3 or 4 passes before St. Louis retakes possession. That's a statistic that they track. Los Angeles has kept St. Louis guessing, as well as stretched them out throughout this first half. We're in the 36th minute, match day 16. St. Louis City 2 and Los Angeles Galaxy 2. LA Galaxy 2 to be exact. And here in the Western Conference, things are never easy. The 5th place side in the West all the way down to the 10th place team. The difference in points is just 4. The difference between a playoff spot at 5, 6, and 7 and being out at 8, 9, and 10, minimal. Which means that a match like this for St. Louis, who's on the fringe, on the wrong side of the line right now at 8, really needs a match like this. After the giveaway, Vinsel. Check that was Schneider. Off the giveaway, Los Angeles makes their way forward. Gino Vivi sends it high. And here, Vivi just cannot keep the ball on frame. He showcased great pace here in this match. And now this is Gonzalez. An early ball in is handled. Now this is Schneider. A lot of space and opportunity. Sends it out wide. Juan Cuzan can't track it down. And you like the idea from Schneider, get the ball forward, find a very capable player like Juan Cuzan. Has multiple assists on the season. You have Armstrong and Gibbs making their way into the box. And that's better from St. Louis. How does that hydration break help either side? Maher. Back to Wenzel. Klein has it poked away. And now a chance to come forward for St. Louis. Riley Gibbs cannot handle the through ball. Now Armstrong across. And Essengay there for LA. And that's why you have to always be aware. If you turn it off for a moment, that's when St. Louis will pounce. Perez. Cuevas overlaps and receives the ball. Punched away by Creek. Jonathan Perez. Back to Gonzalez. Perez through, but his curling shot carried up and out. Throwing up coming for St. Louis. St. Louis, 4 of its last 5 road meetings, has picked up multiple points. So a bit of a conundrum right now for CITY2 as they try to figure out how to make things difficult. Gibbs loses possession. Armstrong earns it back. And now, Amadine sprinting forward. Puts the brakes on. Saldana out to Alcala. Works back to Saldana. Now Amadine. St. Louis very compact here in the late stages of this half, not wanting to give up the go-ahead goal. We saw this against Colorado in a similar stalemate type of match. Both sides had multiple chances throughout the first half, but once things got close late in the half, that's when St. Louis closed up shop. Los Angeles with 9 shots in total compared to just 1 for St. Louis. And that shows you just how dominant Galaxy 2 has been here in this half. Schneider trying to play the ball quickly, but him and Kuzan not on the same page. And a wasted opportunity off that free kick. However, Schneider earns the ball back. This is Dita Armstrong. Schneider clips it towards goal. St. Louis now picking up pace as we near the end of the first half. No score between City 2 and Galaxy 2. Vincel looking for options. Likes to work out wide. Sergio Rivas. Had Kuzan on a run, decided not to find him. Now Vincel. Not on the same page with Armstrong. And the yellow card shown to Fritz Volmar, the first booking of the day for either side here as we enter into the 45th minute. Mauricio Cuevas waiting to restart. The early word is no stoppage time upcoming. So the final minute or so of action upon us here in the first half. Saldana loses out in possession. Schneider slips it towards Klein. Still coming forward. Gibbs doesn't make a play towards goal. Armstrong retakes possession. And Armstrong is called for the foul, much to his chagrin. Novak Mitrovic, really his first action of the day. Hasn't had a shot on target this entire half, thanks to excellent defense from Galaxy 2. St. Louis City 2 saw 9 shots, but just 2 on target from Galaxy 2. And we have no score from either side here at the half. The classic fan favorite from 2001, Goalie Wars, is back at the MLS All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T 5G Tuesday, July 18th. 4 MLS Next Pro goalkeepers will face off in a head-to-head single elimination tournament. In each 90-second round, goalies must defend their net while trying to score on the opponent by kick, throw, or drop kick. You won't want to miss it. Here are the goalkeepers selected for action.
Shaking hands, and it starts first, goes for the arm. Look at Zach.
A special save for Damian Loss.
He gets the dummy, the look, no look.
Arvalo cannot get it past Martino, who gets a second save.
Sliding it through, Osorio, forward pass here for Nessie. Brilliant save by Walker. Starts first, goes.
Handgate's open, good save, Valdez.
Well, one team scored a season-best 7 goals, 2 matches went 0-0, and we saw a lot of weather delays. And one match that went to round 10 in the shootout, plus an MLS signing milestone. Just a typical week in MLS Next Pro. Michelle and Samara have it all in the Matchday Rewind.
Matchday 15 gave us more than we could even ask for. Samara and I are here with the biggest moments from this week in MLS Next Pro.
One of the most noteworthy moments was a new record being set for most goal scorers in a single match. Sporting KC2 had 7 players scoring a goal in their 7-1 wipeout over Whitecaps FC2, also setting the highest goal scoring total in the 2023 MLS Next Pro campaign to date. There were so many goals that the feat caught Coach Benny Feilhaber by surprise. He did have a favorite one though.
I actually didn't even realize that. I guess I'll take the Draper goal. I think it was the last goal. Was really good, where we had pretty high press. I think that was in maybe 80th minute, 85th minute, late in the game, where we pressed them. We created an opportunity to steal it. Lucas read it really well, and then was able to kind of scoot around a couple of guys and deliver a really good cross to the back post, where we had the opposite winger making that run, which we talk about in training. So one of my favorites. I can't remember all of them right now.
And while there weren't nearly as many goals, the lone one in Rapids 2 game against St. Louis City 2 was just as meaningful. After being sidelined by injury on May 31st, Remy Cabral made his super sub hero return, scoring the only goal of the game to keep Rapids 2 perfect on the road. In the 81st minute, Cabral broke the deadlock off a perfect pass from Yosuke Hanya, earning his 5th goal of the season and proving his time away didn't slow down his ability to find the back of the net.
Speaking of meaningful goals, Crown Legacy FC's Joao Pedro had one of his own. The 20-year-old lifted his team to a stoppage time victory thanks to a very well taken penalty kick, which happened to be his first goal of the season. Pedro also came in clutch, delivering an assist to teammate David Pareba for the equalizer. The comeback win keeps the North Carolina team in control of the East for another week.
And in addition to all the action on the field, MLS Next Pro reached a milestone off of it. Vancouver Whitecaps signing of Levante Johnson to a first-team contract marked the 50th MLS Next Pro player to sign with their first team. Just a year and a half into the league's existence, and the pathway to pro is alive and well. From the very first, Noah Allen signing with Inter Miami on March 11th of last year, to Johnson marking us halfway to 100, things are only getting started.
With July coming in on a hot start, we can't wait to see what Matchday 15 brings. We'll see you back here next weekend with everything that stood out.
Well, welcome back to Here at the Half between St. Louis City 2 and LA Galaxy 2, 0-0 in Carson, California. And we roll on here in halftime. One player had a hat trick and one team had 5 assists. What were the week's best performances? We head to the spotlight to find out.
Matchday 15 saw another very deserving group of guys take the spotlight, starting with your MLS Next Rising star, Union 2's Luciano Sanchez. The 18-year-old's game-clinching goal took place just 26 minutes into his appearance off the bench. Thanks to a heads-up pass by Boubacar Diallo, Sanchez was led to a 1v1 situation, outmaneuvered an oncoming defender, and then slipped the ball past the keeper for Union 2's 3rd goal of the match. It also marked his 3rd goal of the season and his first Rising Star honor. For Minnesota United FC2's Cameron Lacey, a first professional hat trick will do the trick to earn him his first MLS Next Pro Player of the Week honor. The 22-year-old striker's first goal came by way of PK in stoppage time of the first half, before he went on to earn a brace in the second. In one match, he doubled his goal total for the year and helped his team return the favor to Timbers 2, who just put 4 on them to open June. But according to the hat-trick hero, this performance is only going to propel them further.
And the sky's the limit for this group. It's a super talented group, super talented coaching staff, and super talented club. So this club can go to the sky. The sky's the limit.
Well, if the sky's the limit for them, the top corner of the box is the limit for Charlie Ostrom's best goal of Matchday 15. The Fire 2 forward with a one-touch bender, as a defender came on, sailed this one to the top right corner of the box. It not only earned him best goal of the match day, it also marked a brace performance for the 23-year-old, helping Fire 2 end Crew 2's 4-game unbeaten streak and handing them their second 2-goal defeat in just as many matchups. In rounding us out for Matchday 15, the team honor could really only go to one group, Sporting Kansas City 2. The team's 7 different goal scorers were helped out by 5 assists. That also marks the most by a single team on the match day. The offensive output helped SKC2 top the leader of the Pacific Division and moves them into a tie for 5th alongside Orlando City B and Union 2 for most goals on the season with 30. Each week, these guys give us spotlight-worthy performances. Can't wait to see what they do for Matchday 16.
Well, as we roll right along here at halftime, LA Galaxy at the first team level had a big-time matchup with LAFC in El Trafico. More than 80,000 people at the Rose Bowl. The MLS Next Pro version is upcoming. Nicole Beckelman has more.
One of the most heated rivalries in Major League Soccer is making its way to MLS Next Pro. Players, coaches, and fans from each organization understand the significance of coming out victorious in this match. On July 12th, LAFC 2 and LA Galaxy 2 will clash in MLS Next Pro's first ever edition of El Trafico.
The second goal for LA. Now a shot at the R level. Long attempt. Oh my. Male Speed blocks it home.
Dispossessed. It's a chance and it's a goal.
So Adam, you grew up in LA. You're quite familiar with the rivalry between these two teams. How would you describe El Trafico?
It's the biggest rivalry there is in Major League Soccer. Every game between the two is just a huge battle from the U12s all the way to the senior team.
From inside, it's a special game. They are here to take what we have, what we won 5 championships. So it's a special game, it's different. It doesn't matter the position that you are, if you're in first place, last place. Those games are the games that you don't want to lose.
It has been always like a very important game, not only for the players, for the organization, and it's something when we can just see that rivalry that we built like at the beginning of the club in 2018, that is growing and growing and growing. No, at the end, I think that is very good for the game. It's very good for the city, and I think that at the end is also very good for the players that have the opportunity to experience a really big game here in LA.
You got 2 teams in one city competing, wanting to be crowned the best team in LA. It doesn't get any bigger than that.
Mark throwing his body in, it's going to fall for Ibrahimovic! Oh, come on!
When you step out on that pitch on July 12th, what are you going to bring to help your team win this thing?
For sure, more fire than any game before. Fierceness and just give it all on the pitch that day. We're a lot stronger together. There's a saying that goes, alone you go faster, but together you go further. And I believe that if we play together as a team and everyone does their job, we could come out winning this thing.
You played in a lot of rivalry games, but why is this match different?
I think it's the first game, the last time, it's all stay for history, if we can say like that. Is the team that's gonna win, the guy that's gonna score the first goal in the MLS Next Pro, El Trafico. Maybe it's the first PK save, all this, It's stats, it stays for the history. I think the players have the chance to do it. And maybe in 10 years we're gonna go back to the first El Trafico, this player scored that goal, so they can have their name in the history of the soccer or the El Trafico. So it's important, it's good, and they have to understand that.
We were just the new team stepping into their territory. I think that is making it a bit special too, okay? Because we have always that desire just to win, but also to compete and to show them that right now we are just coming, just not only just for a few months, we are coming here just to stay.
Oh my goodness! LAFC2 comes up with a moment of brilliance.
You actually played in an El Trafico match in 2021. Give me all the details of that moment in your career.
It was a surreal moment. It was kind of a pinch me moment, like you don't really think about these moments when you're living it. It kind of becomes normal to us because we do this every single day. But like once you sit down and really think about it, it's just crazy, Like I remember after the game, one of my boys called me and he was like, "Bro, you literally just got subbed off by El Trafico. Like, how do you feel?" And I was just like, "Bro, it's crazy, But it was just a dream come true. I'm blessed and thank God, it happened here in front of my family and my friends,
I've only played against the Galaxy twice. Once my U17 season, which I was dropped down for, and then obviously I played in the Open Cup against the first team. And just every game I'm willing to let's say, die on the pitch for just to get that dub.
What would winning this match mean to you?
Winning this match would mean a lot to not just me, but to all the fans and all the supporters and all the people that believe in us.
It's more than just positions and standings in this league. It's between us two, the team.
I want to go home feeling like we did something good, and make everybody proud of us. And I want to make every ex-Galaxy fan feel that they made the wrong decision by choosing our rival.
It's just a huge rivalry, so I think winning in no matter whichever age group is just super important.
I'm ready to win and ready to do whatever it takes to come out on top.
You have to die for this badge, and you have to die for the city, and we have to win this game.
Well, El Trafico at the first team level had the highest attendance in MLS history at the Rose Bowl, more than 83,000. And so what does the first El Trafico at the next pro level look like? That matchup coming on Wednesday. Also important matchups in MLS Next Pro. That matchup between Crown Legacy and Revs 2. Well, here are your first half highlights. LA Galaxy was on the front foot for most of the half. And Michael Creek defensively in goal was looking at multiple shots. This one was a good one from Aaron Bibu, and Creek had a save there. This one, there was nothing Creek could do about it but watch, but Gino Vivi's shot hit the crossbar, and St. Louis could count their blessings in the first half. Vivi once again veered forward, and Creek had to corral one inside the 6. It was one-way traffic for LA Galaxy in the first half. Only 2 shots in total for St. Louis in the first half. And here we see statistically how things look for both sides. Galaxy 2, 9 shots in the first half, 2 on target. St. Louis, just 2 shots, none on target in the first half. The score, 0-0, which means that a breakthrough could be the difference here in the second half. So if you are St. Louis, you look at the first half, despite giving up those 9 shots, understanding that you're still in this match. If you're Galaxy 2, you understand that you can get forward whenever you want, have to play at a high level still, can't give the ball up in your own end if you want to get your second win of the season at home. The second half starts. Galaxy moves from right to left on your screen.
Leading the game, number 64, Dita Armstrong. Entering the game, number 18, Owen O'Malley. Also leaving the game, number 53, Fritz Volmar. Entering the game, number 88, John Hackworth.
We had half-time subs for St. Louis. John Hackworth coming in for Fritz Volmar. And Owen O'Malley coming in for Dita Armstrong. LA Galaxy, the home side here at Dignity Health Sports Park, Carson, California for match day 16. St. Louis looking to continue their success on the road, have earned multiple points in 4 of their last 5 road matches. And Los Angeles, just 1 win at home this season. Kane versus Portland, a 2-0 victory. But we're fantastic in the first half. The only thing missing was the goal. So the questions that need answers here in the second half: how does St. Louis make things more difficult for Los Angeles in regards to possession? As Elijah Amadine runs over John Klein, that's a foul. St. Louis was broken down multiple times by Los Angeles in the first half in their press. So how does St. Louis funnel things a different way and generate some offense? Just the 2 shots in total in the first half, none of which were on target. If you're Los Angeles, how can you continue to keep the mojo that you had in the first half? The giveaway. Schneider. Ball out wide to Klein. But he's closed down quickly. And Los Angeles looks to break free. Bibu. Back to Amadine. And now Adrian Gonzalez with some space on the pitch. We have a foul inside the center circle. Big switch. Cuevas is the intended target. Los Angeles stays on the ball. And at half, we saw that Galaxy 2 will take on LA FC 2 for the first time next week. As here's a very good chance. Kuzan can't capitalize. And it's been that type of day for St. Louis. Kuzan with the pilfer, but cannot press forward and put any pressure on Micevic. Now Gino Vivi for Los Angeles. Cuts it back, stays in possession. Cuevas, Bibu, back to Cuevas. But Michael Creek closes things down. Cuevas is fouled outside the 18. And a wondrous opportunity brewing now for Galaxy 2. Excellent goalkeeping on each end. First for Galaxy 2, and Novak Micevic just blocking the ball away from Kuzan and making things difficult. And then here, Michael Creek already called upon in the second half, as he was multiple times in the first. Now a free kick from 19 yards away. Mauricio Cuevas stands alone. Ball curled in, bouncing around outside the 18. Amadine out to Vivi. And a true clearance now by St. Louis. Finishing the point from earlier in regards to the first iteration of El Trafico and MLS Next Pro. Marcelo Sarvas, head coach for Galaxy 2, was at El Trafico at the first team level at the Rose Bowl and was there in a different capacity. Was able to take it in as a fan and also had to do an on-field interview. So work and pleasure. But Sarvas just shared what an experience it was to have so many people in one space to watch an MLS game. The field at the Rose Bowl was beautiful. The scenes from that match were next level. And Ricky Pooch was fantastic for LA Galaxy as they defeated LAFC 2-1. It was the most fans ever to watch an MLS match. Galaxy 2 on the ball now. The cross clipped in and headed away by Vincel. The ball trickles out for a Galaxy throw. Very interested to see how the MLS Next Pro version fares. Both sides, of course, sitting in lower spots of the table, but those two teams meet, throw out the records. Now, Adrian Gonzalez, too heavy on his touch. For St. Louis, their next match is against San Jose, a team that's in playoff position right now. And for St. Louis, these matches are of high importance as they currently sit 8th in the West, outside of a playoff spot right now. Plenty of time left in the season, 11 matches to be exact. Hackworth lets the ball roll through and finds Kuzan. Schneider. Ball in. Riley Gibbs was threatening, but a little too far out in front of him. Hackworth once again makes a defensive stand. Kuzan doesn't turn. Back to Hackworth. Klein earns the foul. And now a free kick upcoming for St. Louis. This is more what we've seen from St. Louis throughout this season. Here in the second half, not very many passes by LA before they're on the ball. And here, Oscar Essengay handles business there. And what a slide tackle by Michael Vincel, the captain. As VV took the worst of it, but it was a proper challenge. Michael Vincel had to track back after losing out in possession inside the box. Did everything he could to impede that possession. Gonzalez with the numbers advantage. 5-on-4. Gonzalez doing it on his own. Cuevas sends in the cross and takes a deflection. And what looked promising turns into nothing for LA. Now something brewing here. Bibu, no! The second shot missed as well. That was VV coming in from behind. But Michael Creek, what a day he's had. This ball tracked down by Perez, kept in. Cuevas works into the box. And Michael Vincel just sprays it out. Gino Vivi has had eyes for goal this entire match. Just has not been able to beat Michael Creek. Now in comes Faisal Batachi. Riley Gibbs will leave this match. Batachi is a game changer. Pulls the strings for St. Louis at times, but really handles his business at the top in defense. We'll see if his inclusion into this match impacts things defensively for St. Louis. Mauricio Cuevas stands at the corner flag in preparation for this set piece. Cross comes in, it takes a bounce outside the 6. Nothing comes of the corner. Just a goal kick for St. Louis. We're here in the 60th minute between St. Louis and Los Angeles. No score, but no shortage of opportunities for LA. Kuzan almost slips past once again. Had the best chance of the second half and maybe of the entire match for St. Louis, but could not trouble Novak Micevic. Cuevas, early ball in, headed away. And now Sergio Rivas sprinting towards goal, works back. Schneider, Hackworth. Rivas and Hackworth play pass as St. Louis has Really their first spell of possession in the second half. McGuire. His pass is easily handled by Mauricio Cuevas. And behind the play, a collision. And a card upcoming for Nolan McGuire. So here in the 62nd minute, the second booking of the match for St. Louis. Fritz Volmar received a yellow card at the end of the first half. He was substituted.
Yellow card caution was issued by the referee.
So now just one man on a yellow in the 11 for St. Louis. O'Malley, Batachi, Kuzan, pushed down by Essengay, and that's a free kick. So St. Louis might have something simmering here. Max Schneider usually takes these free kicks. Has excellent service and can strike with the best of them. Malley, who just came in, having a chat with Schneider as he holds the ball. Our referee, Karen Collado, setting the wall. Setting the distance for the wall. As Novak Micevic, 22-year-old, in goal for Los Angeles. Sets the wall. Schneider hits the crossbar. Almost pinpoint accuracy.
Attention please, 3 substitutions for your LA Galaxy.
But it's a little too high.
Leaving the game, number 19, Mauricio Cuevas. Entering the game, number 47, Carson Klein. Leaving the game, number 56, Jonathan Perez. Entering the game, number 74, Sergio Villapando. Leaving the game, number 30, Gino Vivi. Entering the game, number 38, Axel Picasso.
Ball slipped into Batachi. Klein could not find Kuzan. Quick restart. And a penalty upcoming for St. Louis. Owen O'Malley hit the pitch after the foul. And St. Louis has a chance to take the lead here in the 67th minute. Slipped through both defenders. The tackle coming from behind. And O'Malley, waving everyone back, wants to take this penalty. Owen O'Malley has his shot stopped by Novak Mitrovic. We stay level, 0-0. And O'Malley went for the power, but Mitrovic stood strong.
Leaving the game, number 41, John Klein, third. Entering the game, number 46, Caden Glover.
So Caden Glover comes in for John Klein. Multiple subs came in for Los Angeles: Carson Klein, Axel Picasso, and Sergio Villapando. Just to give you those subs who came on and who came out. Sergio Villapando, Axel Picasso, and Carson Klein on. Mauricio Cuevas, Gino Vivi, and Jonathan Perez came off. Nola McGuire was inside the 18 but could not play across through. Michael Vinsel on the ball now for St. Louis. Batachi into Caden Glover, the substitute who just come on. He cannot slip forward. We're here in the 70th minute. LA and St. Louis in a stalemate. Villapando slips it back. Gonzalez now around for Cronus. This ball takes a deflection and will go out for an LA throw. LA's last match, a 2-2 tie against San Jose. There was a foul for a hold by Juan Cuzan and a free kick upcoming for LA. Los Angeles battled back on 2 occasions against San Jose to draw a level and fell in kicks from the mark. St. Louis, a heartbreaking defeat, losing to Colorado 1-0 late in that match. Cross sent to the back post. The shot is scored! Carson Klein hammers it home, and LA takes the lead on top of St. Louis. Wonderful ball across the top, and the first time hit, furious from Carson Klein. Just his 10th match of the season. Klein usually comes on as a substitute, has only made 5 starts throughout those 10 matches. But today, where it stands right now, he's a super substitute, giving LA the lead over St. Louis. Mentioned St. Louis in their last match. A late goal from Colorado was the difference. That came in the 82nd minute of play. This one coming with still plenty of time. O'Malley in. Oh my! Caden Glover almost tied things up. But Novak Mitrovic strikes again in between the pipes. How many stops is Mitrovic going to have here in this second half? In swinging ball, bouncing, and will roll out for a goal kick. This is the Achilles heel now for Galaxy 2. All season, they've shown their ability to score goals. They have 20 in total coming into this match, now 21 after the go-ahead goal has been notched home by Carson Klein. But can they defend? Sometimes your best defense is offense. What does the Galaxy have up their sleeve here in the 74th minute? Alcala. And what do we have here? Offside. Sergio Villalpando. Snuck behind the defense, but snuck a little too far. LA has given up a league-leading 37 goals this season. They're tied with FC Cincinnati 2 for the league lead in goals against. And Coach Sarva said that our defense just has to be better. We have to play more feisty. We have to get behind the ball much quicker than we have in matches past. This a perfect opportunity to see what the Galaxy is made of against a team on the fringe of the playoffs in St. Louis. Batachi just clips that ball over. Glover rising, but he was offside. On the flip side, the final 15 minutes plus of this match, the question at the top for St. Louis was how would they respond after that demoralizing loss to Colorado 1-0. And are in danger of falling in similar fashion here today. Schneider. Rivas. Batachi picking the ball up in a deeper area. who's on. Now Vincel. Batachi in a more familiar area, flings it out wide. O'Malley tucks in, takes a tumble. Now the shot from Schneider, blocked away. And the fans urging Villapando forward. Now Adrian Gonzalez. Essengay towards Saldana. And now this poor giveaway. O'Malley. Owen O'Malley has another shot blocked by Novak Micevic. And O'Malley, again, an excellent opportunity, but the door shut by Micevic. '78th minute now, in a corner for St. Louis. Batachi's ball is headed away by Essengay. St. Louis tracks back. Creek sends it back. Alex Alcala called for the foul as he pushed down Max Schneider. I talked with Coach Sarvis earlier in the year, and that defensive number has a couple outliers going back to their goals against. In 2 matches against Colorado, they've given up a total of 10 goals, so that's going to elevate that number. But still, didn't sugarcoat things when he said that the team had work to do in defense. So we will see how Los Angeles finishes out this final 11 minutes and change, as we have another sub preparing to come in.
In the 79th minute, leaving the game, number 53, Alex Alcala. Entering the game,
Alex Alcala will come out, and Brandon Hayes comes in. Batachi boxing his man out, and this shot is wide. Did it take a deflection is the question. Does not look like it. Vincel takes the ball away from Bibu, and the first touch for Brandon Tellez is a defensive one to take back possession for his side. And Adrian Gonzalez unhappy initially that no card was shown, but Sean Hackworth is caution for that challenge. So 2 men on yellow cards now for St. Louis, John Hackworth and Nolan McGuire.
Yellow card caution is issued by the referee to St. Louis City 2, number 88, John Hackworth, in the 81st minute.
Sergio Villapando with space to operate. To Teles. Back to Villapando. He's in a battle. Two men there, Lola McGuire and Juan Cuzan coming back to defend. Still a throw-in. Gay. Klein comes into overlap, but the ball comes into Bibu. Can't boom it. On frame. Quick throw will stay in play. And Marcus for Cronus. Sends it the other way. Rivas. Schneider. Swings the pendulum to Wenzel. Batachi can't slip past his defender. Now a substitute coming in for St. Louis. Stanislav Koval comes in for Sergio Rivas. So an attacking player coming on for Rivas.
Leaving the game, number 43, Sergio Rivas.
St. Louis knows the importance of a point and potentially 2 points if they can tie this match against a side in LA that is second to last in the West. But do not tell the Galaxy that. This is a young side. The average age of the starting 11, 20 years old. Coach Sarva said there was going to be growing pains, but felt like this match could be the beginning of things as the season is in its back end. Win here for LA, then you take on LAFC 2, who's at the bottom of the league. Put together back-to-back performances, 6 points. Find yourself in a much better position in the West. There's a battle between Wenzel and Bibu. Those are just two big bodies going after it. Aaron Bibu has scored in his last 2 home matches. Hasn't had a bite of the apple here today. Ball down to Tejas. But Max Schneider does the job defensively. Batachi well forward. O'Malley will race towards it. And Micevic will send the ball well away. Klein, the hero of today. Koval looking for a corner, but it will not come. A goal kick for LA. We have had few stoppages here in this second half. So do not expect very much stoppage time. St. Louis has to get going here with 3 minutes remaining before stoppage time. Numbers now for LA, 4-on-3. Slip to Klein. What a job defensively by Joshua Maher. You can hear Coach Murphy saying, we gotta go. But this ball left out into the middle of the pitch. Leopoldo finds Aaron Bibu. Now, racing forward, around, Bibu, blocked away. Adam Zaldana found Bibu, but he could not impact this match any more than he already has. And you have to credit Michael Creek, despite giving up the 1 goal. He has been fantastic. LA has taken almost double the shots. Essengay once again with excellent footwork. Locates Bibu. Leopoldo isolated. Ball left across the 18. The shot. Too high. Sometimes, as mentioned, the best defense is offense. And LA not going away quietly as they try to close the door on this match. Schneider picks out Batachi. And now as this ball is cleared away by Essengay, Micevic gives St. Louis a corner. Faisal Batachi puts it in, but Micevic sure-handed. The fourth official announcing a minimum of 2 minutes in stoppage time.
That a minimum of 2 minutes has been added to the second half.
Koval. Elijah Ahmadine sends it out. A throw-in coming for St. Louis. Los Angeles prepares a final sub.
Galaxy 2 in the 90th minute. Leaving the game, number 43, Adam Saldana. Entering the game, number 48, Diego Lopez.
Diego Lopez comes in for Adam Saldana. Nolan Maguire ready to throw the ball in. We played our first minute, or a minimum of 2, but with the substitute, expect a little more time to be added on. O'Malley can't create a cross, but a corner upcoming for St. Louis. And what might be the last chance for the away side. Michael Creek, the goalkeeper, has come in to the box. O'Malley laces it high. Creek heads it. The ball stays in the box, and then it's headed away. Will be a throw-in. Ola McGuire looks to put this in the box. Micevic will have none of it. And that's the final whistle. LA Galaxy 2 wins their second match at home all season, defeating St. Louis 1-0. And now it's time for tonight's Adidas Man of the Match. Who else? Carson Klein, the go-ahead goal, coming in as a substitute and handling business for LA. Your Man of the Match presented by Adidas, Carson Klein. He gives LA a 1-0 victory over St. Louis. Well, thank you so much for joining us. El Trafico on the second team level next time up for LA. And for St. Louis, they'll take on San Jose in their next match on this West Coast swing. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm James Hadnot. Once again, our final score, Los Angeles 1, St. Louis 0. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Have a blessed evening.
This copyrighted broadcast of MLS Next Pro may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcasted without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.